he was gonna be the paper child for them. They was already looking at him. Now you tell me, well, what kind of stuff is that? So they teaching something in their house that's not right. And if he could come on these live these live shows and say what he said the other night, call a BK female, that N word, and call her a B, yeah, he used that regularly. That ain't just something that just popped up because he was under the stress that he was mad. Yeah, they want us to be mad at Robert Hinton because he did what he did, but it's okay for him to get on here and cuss people out and to say what he want to say. Nah, if we ain't gonna do the double standard, if we gonna do it for one, we gonna do it for all.
Okay, so it's obvious then, ma'am, what you're saying is that this case is being overshadowed by the issue of the color of our skin.
Exactly.
Okay, and not by the facts. Okay, so if a district attorney receives a case, ma'am, their job and their duty and obligation is to apply the law to the facts of a case.
Well, he's not going to do that because from what we've been hearing the last couple of days, the DA and the
They're
victim,
friends.
they're friends. Yeah,
Okay,
the
so
dad,
now
the dad and the DA, the one that's been going running around doing all this talking, him and the DA are friends. That's what's
so
floating
now
around now.
that's where we have an issue called judicial misconduct. And because we have this fact being pointed out, now we have the power to make a change of venue out of that county and away from that judge or the district attorney. Why? Because we see we got a buddy system here.
And not only that, they got a petition going around to bring charges against the brother. The brother, because they saying, everybody is saying that these kids, before all this stuff started getting passed around and the mama telling them to retract videos and to take stuff down and do all that, you were hearing little kids talk about how these twins were bullies. But now everybody hush hush about that. You don't hear them talking about that. But in the beginning, they were talking about how they was bullies, and I can see that. If dad is doing what he doing on these platforms, yeah, they bullies. And then I believe some stuff happened between the mama and the daddy that caused them to be some tension. And they got a favorite one in there too. It's a lot going on that's playing a part in this, and these people trying to keep it on the hush, but then they trying to paint Anthony as a bad person. This boy ain't never been on now. They did one press conference that the dad showed up to, didn't have no reason being there, but he showed up to the press conference. But these people have only done one press conference. But yet he wrong. He guilty. He don't did this, but his story ain't never changed. But then you got those Metcalf stories keep changing every time you turn around. Every video you go listen at, you gonna hear something different coming out their mouth. But they telling the truth.
Okay. So with that, ma'am, the issue is that we have to all stay focused on the law. If the law requires for him to be justified, ma'am, and that he did not have to retreat or have to leave the scene of the crime in order to be justified, then he didn't have to.
Well, he's justified then. We don't even have to talk about that no more because he met all it. What it's five? It's five.
Yes,
What he met all five of them.
Okay. So that's why we, as a public and a community, should file a petition demanding for them charges to be dismissed.
But